Well, if you want to speak about Tantra and sacred sexuality and all of this, can we be honest? I don't mean this as a disrespect, but these people are trying to sell you a course.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're entrepreneurs, if we can call them like this. In some cases, very good entrepreneurs. Well, they're in the business of selling you a course. So how are they going to sell you a course? You know, most of the online businesses that succeed teach people how to make money. Why? Because everybody wants to make money, and I'll sell you a course that's going to teach you how to make money. How did they get you? Because I will not use the word praying. In some cases, yeah, it's not. I'm not trying to be negative or pejorative, if that's the right word. I'm just highlighting something. So, well, you have a desire, you have hopes, dreams, aspirations, but you don't know. If you're taking a course on making money, you don't know anything about money, or you don't have any money. So you have ideas in your brain, and they're coming in and saying, listen, I can help you make money. It's generally going to be in like a couple of days, couple of weeks. It's easy. Anybody can do it, right? You can build your Amazon business online. I make $52,000 a month, and it's easy to do. Right? And they sell you on a dream. It's the key word. They sell you on a dream. The actual reality is never really addressed. That it's hard. You gotta really want to build a business on Amazon, and you gotta really work your ass off so that you make the kind of numbers you fantasize about. But as a consumer, you're not interested in reality. You're interested in the dream. You're interested in the fantasy that you can feel the way you imagine you want to feel, that you're going to get it and it's easy. Yeah, sure, you got to do a little work. It's a couple of weeks. Yeah, you have to invest a couple of thousands of dollars, but I'm going to have it. It's right there. So let's apply, instead of making money now, let's bring it into sacred sexuality and all of this stuff. Well, it's an industry. So the merchant is selling you a dream, especially the women, right? Because women want to be in love. Women want to find the man of their dreams. Women want to have a deep, intimate relationship. So this is all, you hitting the right words. And you put nice pictures, nice scenery and nice settings. She's sold. Then you get a testimonials of people saying, listen, since I started this course, my relationship with my husband, my boyfriend has changed. We now make love 6 times a day. It's like if we were like 16, but we're 74. It's awesome. Thank you so much. And listen. This is business. It's marketing. So if we go back to the analogy of making money, I can assure you, I'm an entrepreneur. You want to make money, you got to work your ass fucking off. There's no easy way to do it. If you're lucky and you find a teacher or / a mentor in business, they'll help you save time. You still have to work your ass off. You'll just make less mistakes. So your working ass off will be more precise. Versus if you don't have any guidance, you're going to work your ass off. You may go fucking on the wrong way, astray, and that may discourage you, and you may quit, or you may be out of a cash flow and you're screwed. Either way, you got to work your ass off. So if we apply it to Tantra, whatever they call Tantra, or sacred sexuality, and I'm like, well, with all due respect, this whole channel is dedicated and has been speaking about the so-called disease of man, the so-called disease of women, the so-called disease of human being. And they're selling you a dream that is, in an instant, all of that is gone. In fact, it's not gone, it's just not addressed, ever. But you're going to have these amazing experiences if you just do this yum, what is it called? What? Yab? Yab with a B? Yum. Right? And you're going to gaze into each other's eyes. I'm like, yeah, sure, great. If you gaze into somebody's eyes, no matter who it is, including a dog, and you've never done that, you're going to have a moment. Because it's weird. Yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do with Tantra. That ain't got nothing to do with sacred sexuality. You just looked at somebody's eyes. You've never looked at somebody's eyes. I'm telling you, stare at the dog's eyes, you're going to have an experience. Stare at the cat's eyes, you're going to have an experience. Now stare into another person's eyes, it's going to be a little moment. Okay, so it's an amazing open. I'm like, no. So anyways, my point is not to criticize. My point is to say human beings are complex creatures, and the state of affairs of human being is, we've discussed this. Go over the channel videos. It's like begins at the genesis of life. So when we're talking about men and women having a hard time to interact with one another, this is not from yesterday. This is generations upon generations from the very beginning of time. That core issue is there. And you're going to solve this in a fucking weekend retreat? Get the fuck out of here. So if you buy that, it's because you want this. You want the dream. You don't want the work. You don't want the reality of it. You don't want it. You're not interested. You want the dream. Now, of course, you're going to go hang out. Listen, you go hang out with your girlfriend. You go to the forest. You have some fucking mushrooms. And all your issues are going to disappear for a couple of hours. You're going to trip together. You're going to probably fuck because you're horny and you're in the middle of nowhere and there's nothing to do. And the next day or two, you're going to be exhausted. All your ojas is gone. You're going to feel still sticky, right? Which means our relationship is now, we're back together. We're connecting, we're communing because your boundaries are gone because you're on drugs. And the drug is still in your system. And that may last for a couple of weeks, maybe less, maybe a couple of days. And then life goes on. Then you can't stand the person again because the drug effect is gone. So did that person not get what they wanted? They wanted to reconnect and like rekindle the relationship. I'm like, yeah, but this is abnormal circumstances. You're on fucking mushrooms or whatever bullshit. You're on MDMA. Of course you're in love. You stupid fuck. You're on drugs. It's a certain kind of setting. Right? No. People want to believe, no, we did work on ourselves. Man, you didn't do fuck all on yourself. You're on mushrooms. I don't know what the only work you did is to digest the mushroom. That's what you did if you got, this is presuming you have enough digestive fire to digest the mushroom in the first place. With all due respect, now I know people love their fucking mushrooms. And look at me, do I look like I haven't taken my share of mushrooms? Get the fuck out of here. So I'm going to call it exactly like it is. So when it comes to those sacred, no, people, we're going to go on a retreat. It's going to be in a tropical place for 10 days in the middle of the forest with our smoothies and our little exotic beds with like things, and it's going to be amazing. And then you have a person, a teacher or a facilitator is there, and it's like gaze, and it's like the whole setting is designed to create an effect. Right? It's like when you go to the mall. It's designed to make an effect. So you're going to a place which is designed to create an effect. It makes that effect if you're susceptible to it. And then you have an experience. That lasts for a certain amount of time. If you're lucky, like you had a real conversation, one real conversation in a whole week, one. You've got like 10 million that haven't been addressed. And there's one without even starting to consider yourself and your real deeper affairs. Get the fuck out. Listen, it's a dream. And people love the dream. And merchants are very good at selling the dreams. They're very good at it. That's why they sell. That's why they succeed, because they're selling you a dream. Now, nobody wants to hear this because everybody wants to buy into the dream. You want to literally buy into the dream. And you notice it works. I'm like, well, okay. If it works for you, fucking enjoy it. Who am I to say anything? I don't give a fuck what you do. It's not my problem. But I'm not born yesterday. I understand the game. I understand the human body. I understand women fucking well like a super champion. I understand men also extremely well. I understand the mind, the psyche. I've been studying this for 20 plus years. I'm like, well, I don't know how you're going to fix anything by never addressing anything. But if mushrooms work, good for you. People want to buy a dream. Merchants, therefore, will sell the dream. Part of the dream is to give you the illusion of the experience. That's part of the dream. If they don't give you the impression that you got what you paid for, they're not good at selling you shit, right? They got to give you the illusion. It's like when you go to the cinema. They gave you the illusion that you're, let's say, in Paris. Like you feel there. You're not there. You're fucking sitting next to at the cinema, maybe 5 kilometers from home. What are you talking about? No, but I'm having that experience. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That's the merchant of illusion. He sells you the experience. It's not reality. It's the experience. And the better they are at selling you the illusion, the more you'll pay for the service. Now, people are not going to be happy, and merchants are not going to be happy. But it doesn't matter. Don't worry. Merchant knows very well. people who are looking for the dream will never listen to a crazy person like me. They don't get kid to listen to me. No, they want the dream. They will kill for the dream. So anyways, in the realm of human relationships, in the realm of man and woman and their dance together, and that sexual alchemy, well, this is a science that is at the core of creation itself. I don't know how far you want to go down the rabbit hole. It doesn't matter. But if you want to go a little bit down the rabbit hole, you gotta go into that little hole and get your ass dirty and go through that portal and go, right? This is not a weekend seminar. You don't buy an online course. Get the fuck out of here. They want to sell you a dream. Now I got a problem with that. If the dream allows you to survive for a week, it allows your relationship to perdure, whatever fuck works for you. I don't care. I don't have an opinion about it per se. Really, genuinely, I don't. Now, if you come and tell me if it's real, I'm like, no, it's not. Are you kidding me or what? If you understand how people work and the condition of the human being, I'm like, people are really in pain. People are in fucking agony. Forget man and woman in their relationship. Individuals, people are in pain. They're in absolute total distress, and nobody wants to speak about this because it doesn't sell. Very few people speak about this. We have merchants of dreams, merchants of instant happiness, merchants of instant peace, merchants of instant bliss, because that's what people want. That shows to which extent they're in pain. Who the hell wants to listen to a person tell them why you suffer and the root cause of your suffering and tell them, listen, if you want to not suffer, if you hope to achieve some form of peace, you got to work. Nobody wants that. They want instant coffee, instant pleasure, instant, now. Okay, I respect that. So you have your catalog of options and buy whatever works for you. And if it works for you, good for you. I don't have an opinion about this, but you can't fool me. And if I meet one of those person, I ain't got no but love. I'm like, this is a business person. Now, the business person may pretend and believe themselves in their own illusion and their own bullshit because they got to believe themselves. It's like an actor. Our homeboy Brad Pitt is playing, I don't know who, Achilles from the Troy story. He must believe himself. He has to be in the role. Otherwise, how are you going to buy the fact that you're watching Achilles on the big screen? So she has to, I said she obviously, whoops. And she has to buy into her role. She has to be that persona, except she can't ever, when we say cut, Brad comes back. She never get cut. She has to, her whole life is now playing the persona. So I don't know. This looks like a challenging place to be. Again, I have no opinion about this. It's not my problem. It's her problem. It's their problem. All the best to everybody. But if I would meet such a person, and I have, well, they go and they can play the facade, and I'm a diplomatic person when I have to. I'm smiling, and this is an entrepreneur, and I can really appreciate the business side of things. I love business, so I'm like, well, I see you're really good at business. I can appreciate your website. I appreciate your funnel. I appreciate your game. I appreciate your consistency in your posting. I can appreciate the business side of things. But business is business. It's a machine. Now, whatever illusion you're selling, I ain't buying. Right? It's very fun to watch how they made Star Wars, for example. Just like the back end aspect of it. You may not like Star Wars. It's irrelevant if you like the movie or not. Meaning I'm not interested in the illusion. But how they fabricated it is extremely interesting. Pick any other movie. It's very interesting if you're into that kind of stuff. So that's the business end of things. How are you creating this setting? Now, I'm not consuming, but I can appreciate the hard work you're putting into making your business tight. Long story short, listen, if you're a sucker for dreams, you're going to get sold a dream. And if it works for you, I'm happy for you. Good for you. Enjoy. Have a nice day.